Hey everyone, welcome back to Bald Guys with Guns. I'm Rob, and today we're doing another reloading video. In today's video, we are not shooting the 223 like in the past couple videos that I've done. I've got my Ruger Precision in 308 that I'm reloading for, and we are going to be using Lapua brass with a large rifle primer pocket. We have Varget powder and Sierra Match King Boattail hollow points and Tipped Match King. They're both 168 grain bullets. So that's basically going to be what we're doing. We're going to be doing a powder ladder, just trying to figure out which powder charge gives me the best standard deviation, but also does not show pressure after firing. After we've gone ahead and figured out which powder charge is best for this rifle, we are going to mess with seating depth, but that will be in the next video about the 308. In this one, we're just going to shoot all 100 rounds and try to find the right powder charge. I need them all fired the same because I don't want to reload some and have some brass reloaded, 3 times versus 2 times. I like to just shoot them all and have them all reloaded the same number of times so I don't lose track of them. So one thing I wanted to do with these videos is actually start having some sort of theme that's not just me shooting. I know that that's probably what you're most interested in, but I kind of feel like it's important to talk about reloading a little bit. And so I'm going to start by talking about annealing specifically. I have a burst fire annealer, as you can see here. What an annealer does is it has a flame, brass runs through it, and it heats up the brass so that it softens it back up to what you'd call factory. It doesn't actually get all the way back to factory softness. Every time you manipulate and move metal, it hardens, but you can prolong the life of your brass by annealing, and you can get more consistency out of your resizes and your expansions when you expand the neck back out for neck tension by doing this process. Now, I've noticed that when not annealing, 5 to 8 firings out of some brass before it starts cracking and breaking, you can get 20 plus firings out of certain brass like Lapua, which is what we're using, if you anneal every time. So resoftening the brass makes it more pliable, makes it so that it lasts longer, gives you more consistency as you reload, and that's what we want downrange. We want a consistent bullet that will do something predictable every time we go downrange. So what we're going to do now is just really quick cut to how my annealer works. So you load up the brass in the hopper portion of the burst fire annealer, and then we will go ahead and get it started. So we start up the flame, and then we turn on the annealer. It will show you a number on the left. That is your speed in percentage, 100% being the fastest speed. I set mine to 42, and we aim the flame at the neck and shoulder of the casing. And what you're looking for is a speed that allows the flame to burn long enough that the brass will heat up and start to turn red before it falls down into your pan. If we turn the lights off here, you'll be able to see it better. Let's get a closer look. And if you look inside the neck, you will see it start to turn red right before it drops. And there it is, red and drop. So this is the process for the annealing, and this annealer, you just stack all the brass in and it just runs, and you just wait for it to finish. All right, so that's annealing. That's the only thing we're going to talk about in this video. We'll talk about a new subject in the next one. But let's get out to the range and shoot these 308 rounds. And something I should mention right before we go out to the range is that, so I'm filming this after the fact. I've already gone out and shot. You're gonna see that, but I intended on shooting all 100 rounds on camera and just, you know, speeding up the shots so you can see the group sizes and the chronograph data and all that stuff. Well, turned out that for the Sierra Match Kings, we got through 2 powder charges, and on the first powder charge, we thought we were seeing pressure signs. Some pressure signs that we look for are cratering in the primer and ejector swipe around the rim of the case. At my first powder charge, we saw light cratering, if any. Like, you could still run your fingernail across it, and sometimes it would catch, sometimes it was smooth, and the smooth is what you want. And then sometimes we would see the ejector swipe around that rim, and sometimes we wouldn't. So it was right on the edge. So we said, okay, let's go up to the next powder charge because it's only 0.2 grains, you know, more. And let's see if every one of them shows pressure on that one. And they did. And the reason that we're seeing pressure so early on is because with the Ruger Precision, it comes with AR-10 mags or P mags for an AR-10. And they have the bolt stop, last round hold open, and so it stops the bolt on a bolt action when you run out of ammo. And that magazine is actually a specific length, and to get all your ammo in the mag, they have to fit, right? Well, that made it so I had to seat the bullets really deep, deeper than what I would like. I like to go off of jam and back it off just a tiny bit from jam. But, you know, I had to seat it to mag length, and so we were getting pressure really fast. And so what I'm going to do is I found out that I can buy AICS style magazines, and even if the magazine still has a specific length, I'll be able to single feed and run the bolt that way. And so I got through 50 rounds. How many did we get through? No, 30 rounds of the Sierra Match Kings and 20 rounds of the Tip Match Kings. The Tip Match Kings, we only got through 1 powder charge. And the Sierra Match Kings, we got through 2. But I needed to bring those home and pull the bullets out and reseat them longer, and then single feed them so that it relieved some pressure, and that actually did work. But we'll discuss that after. Let's go out to the range, and you guys can see my first, let's see, 30 plus 20, that's 50 shots.
You ready?
Yep.
Under the number 1, call it number 1.
Yes.
Left corner, second
Same.
target.
16.9 spread.
Interesting.
Uh,
It's a good group.
sorry, that was the ES. SD was 7.
That's great.
Yeah, that was really good.
Same hole. Same hole. Okay, about half an inch low. Same hole as the bottom one, so a double group.
Okay, so we had these are going about 2730. 7.6 SD on that one.
left side at
Interesting.
the top,
with
or right over the
average
top.
of 27.31, extreme spread of 21.
Yeah, I'm shooting too fast a little bit.
Okay, center's good. You're about a
Yeah,
quarter
it's too
up
hot.
from the
How
circle.
hot is that there? Yeah.
On top of that one.
That's what it is. Oh yeah, that's the kind of.
Whoa!
What happened there?
You're like
You know.
an inch and a half left and an inch and a half high.
I don't know what that was.
Back to your first group. Way high again.
That one went really slow. What's weird is it was only a 20 ES spread.
Huh.
So
Yeah, that's like a
7.3 SD.
yeah, that's like a 1.2 inch group.
Yeah, that was weird. Nothing about that was any different than the last 10.
That's very weird. Mark, those two that shot weird, flip those brass upside down.
That was my third shot.
Third and fifth.
Okay. Just for you. Oh.
So this is the last 5 at this particular powder charge.
Okay.
In my mind, it helps.
Okay.
It helps a lot.
Quarter inch above the circle, about a quarter left.
Going right here, hit you in the neck, left, right. Yep.
Same up and down, just touching the left edge of the first hole.
That's it. Oh yeah. So
Okay.
that's how it is. And they're
That
good
opened up,
shots. This is
went a little bit high in the center of the cross.
And what? Nothing. Come on, he was 3 times
Even
world
higher.
champion.
So that's, yeah, that's about 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah. Give me it.
Split the difference.
And all of them were shooting competition guns. They didn't shoot.
That one was, those 5 were quite weird. I had a 25 ES on those. Average of 26.95, which is
Slower. And we charged all those at my house, right?
Yeah,
Interesting.
9.7 on that one.
Whoa. So that's like an inch and a quarter high and a quarter left.
Yeah.
There's a rock behind there. There's a cap on your side. There's dirt in here.
Same left and right, half inch low. Same hole. In between.
You know, it's kind of a deal. It's
Touching
like
the top. So you got about, that's 3/4 inch straight up and down.
That one went, that one increased my, I had an extreme spread of 5. That last shot put me up to 25.
What?
My SD 9.4, still under 10.
Well, that's good. Opposite side, so it's about a half inch away. Same as your second, just a little bit lower and left. Not too bad, huh?
What are you talking about? You talking about groups?
Oh no,
Or you
just the
talking
mount.
about
The mount.
This is nice.
Yeah, not too
I
bad.
like it. I like it
Yeah,
very
that's
much.
what you need. You need to get one of those.
I don't like the groups, but I
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, this is his setup, so. I think it will work with any phone, looks like.
I'm pretty sure.
It's nice you can record it too.
Yeah.
A double grouped
You
on
done
that
on that one? You done?
Yeah. 2739 7.4 SD.
Interesting. No heavy bolt lift?
No.
Okay. Do you like the shape of it better?
That's an interesting 5-shot group there.
Want me to stop it?
Yeah, I got 5 more, but I want to show you something.
Yeah, and I want to adjust this.
So this is the same grain weight powder here. You know what? Also, though, so the average was 2682, and my SD was 13.9, which is already worse than.
Yeah,
It likes the SMKs.
it does. Yeah, I think you know your powder on the SMK. You just need to do your seating depth. That's already better. It's about a 1/2 inch. What was that?
I went really low. It went the same speed, so I don't know.
Really?
My ES right now is 2.5.
What the heck? Back up top.
Just a random.
Whoa, you're almost the top of the paper.
Yeah, I see that. 2676.
Same speed. Okay, so that's about a 1/2 inch left. So about a 1/4 inch below that second one. Your wife's calling.
Oh, she can wait.
Yeah, that's not a good group.
But the SD was 5.7.
Whoa!
That one went high left.
You're back where your first two were.
Get a random flyer in these.
Oh man.
That one went high.
Yeah, that's gotta be the worst group of the day right there.
All right, so that's how the experience at the range went. You know, as you could see, I got some good standard deviations out of the ammo, even seated as deep as it was. So I think, you know, I already think that I have a good powder charge just with the first charge, and it was going 2,700 feet per second, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Most of my factory rounds go 2550, 2600, so I'm already getting 100 to 150 FPS faster. which is about where I want to be. I want to see 2,700 and a good standard deviation. That was my goal. And so I might not even have to go up the powder ladder. I'm going to, though. I brought those rounds home. I pulled the bullets out, reseated them longer. I went out and bought the magazine that allows me to single feed and the bolt will go. And I had the results I expected, actually, because I created some space between the powder and the bullet. It relieved pressure, and I was still getting speeds that I liked, but I'll throw the targets up on screen. I wasn't able to record at my local range, so here are the targets on screen. The first one you're seeing is the standard Sierra Match King Boattail hollow points, and they didn't produce great groups, and the standard deviation on the powder charges was not as good as our very first powder charge. So I think we're going to go with the very first powder charge for the Sierra Match Kings. And the next target is the tipped Match Kings. Now, these ones actually produced some groups for me at these seating depths and at powder charges that gave me really good standard deviation. And so I think we've found a powder charge and pretty close to a seating depth that we're going to use for these bullets. So that's the targets. I apologize that I couldn't show you that. I couldn't record at the local range, as I mentioned before, but that is just the case. And but I got some good results and something to work off of. So now I think I have powder charges for both bullet types, and we just need to find the correct seating depth. I'm hoping to consistently get under 1/2 inch with this gun, which I think is fair even for a factory gun, because it is a precision gun, factory precision gun. But I have seen plenty around the internet that this gun should be able to provide, sub half MOA groups at 100 yards. So that's the goal. Half MOA at a minimum, but hopefully under that. So we'll play with seating depth in the next video. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, I know this is different from our normal content. We weren't 100% sure if we actually wanted to film all this reloading stuff, but we kind of realized our channel's basically anything and everything to do with shooting. We've just filmed whatever we wanted. And so we figured, let's just keep that trend. We'll just film everything we do when it comes to guns, and we'll post it. And for those of you that don't like it, again, there's other videos you can watch. For those of you that did, appreciate you watching, and hope to see you on the next one. Always remember, only the most beautiful scalps are bald, and we will see you next time.